Morning, friends. As promised, here we are, lost in the woods. Told you guys I would bring you on a little walk through where I'm staying in the mountains here of North Carolina. We're in the Smoky Mountains. We're staying at the Rough Cut Cabin. Give you a nice little walk through here. Cabin is super cute. The outside is really awesome. Obviously, the name says it all. Being rough cut, having rough sawn siding, great stone facade. Beautiful little piece of property. Got a great little backyard here. Fire pit. It's got these string lights up, which is really cool. Turn the lights on inside the house at night and it really lights it up. Has an awesome newer hot tub. Took some time to enjoy that last night. But all in all, great little property. Let's walk back up, head inside, show you the place. Welcome to the Rough Cut Cabin. The cabin itself has a great feel, an amazing look. Decor is really cool. Definitely fits the vibe of what you'd think when it comes to a cabin in the woods. There's that back deck, and of course the view of the mountains in the distance there. This cabin is fully furnished, comes with all the amenities. I was able to enjoy a cup of coffee on the front porch this morning. Has a gas fireplace. Nice open floor plan. Comes with a washer and dryer, of course, which is super cool. Master bathroom. And it has 2 bedrooms, which are decent size and are decorated very well. Of course, the master bedroom here overlooks the mountain again out the back. Does have a small bathroom, which is super convenient. Of course, that beautiful view of the mountain. I'm excited to spend a weekend here. I'm going to truly enjoy my time, relaxing, taking in the sights, and adventuring around North Carolina. More videos to come. Thanks for watching. Hey friends, now that I'm back from my Maggie Valley trip, I wanted to take a minute and talk about the cabin. I know that I recorded a short video here, and I'm just kind of showing the features of the cabin and how awesome it really is. But I wanted to talk about the stay there. Had a great time. The valley's always beautiful. I love going down there. It's probably one of my top 10 favorite places to visit. The Rough Cut Cabin was positioned on top of one of the mountains, right off the valley, which is in a great location. It's a gravel driveway all the way up to the top, which could have been rough. Driving a minivan, you don't think about those types of things until you get there. One of the obstacles that we ran into, got there kind of late, about 9:15 at night, and the access code to the gate to get to the cabin must have changed or shut off or was on a timer. I'm not really sure how it worked, but I couldn't get in. So panic kind of set in there, and I contacted the host, didn't hear back, waited for 15 minutes. Sketchy cell service where you're at in the mountains, unfortunately, so I was kind of at the mercy of sticking to one spot and trying to, retrieve a message from Airbnb. After not hearing from the host, I did get back in contact with Airbnb themselves to let them know that unfortunately the gate code did not work and I had no way to get to the cabin. Not knowing how far it was past that gate, I didn't know if I could leave the van at the bottom of the mountain and walk my way up, carry all my luggage or not. So I chose not to do that, and I waited. Airbnb quickly got back with me, told me that they would, cancel my trip or cancel my reservation and I could look for a new spot. Thankfully, one of the co-hosts got back a hold of me to let me know that they had an additional gate code. They let me use that, and that did get me in. So that was awesome. Crisis averted. Very happy about that. The cabin, of course, had some beautiful views. Being able to look out the back of the cabin, the kitchen window and the bedroom window to see out into the valley was amazing. I definitely loved that part the most. From there, it was a very open floor plan. It was fully furnished. All in all, great place to stay, secluded from everything, very quiet. I mean, you get there at night and there's nothing going on, which is really awesome. I always enjoy having a place to stay where you don't hear a lot of commotion, you don't hear cars driving by all the time, you don't hear others talking, yelling, screaming, whatnot. So that was very nice. Some of the downfalls to the cabin, being that it is a rustic style cabin, the cabinetry in the cabin itself was all wood. The shelves were made out of a pressboard type material, and unfortunately whoever had done the dishes must have not dried the coffee cups, and they put them back in wet, which made everything in the cupboard kind of stink. The biggest downfall for me was the lack of internet. Unfortunately, there was no internet there. There was supposed to be, and that was one of the reasons why I had chosen that cabin, was because I needed internet to upload videos and do this type of work while I was, on a trip. Sadly, I reached out to the host and they said that they would get a hold of Verizon and check and see why they didn't have service, to see if there was an outage in the area or if something had happened. They never reached back out to me, and we never had internet the rest of the weekend. I was definitely disappointed about that, but I wasn't going to bother the host a bunch and ask a bunch of questions. It's their weekend too, so it didn't make sense for me to, harass them essentially into figuring out a plan for me and the internet. So all my videos are delayed. I'm processing them now that I am home, and I'll get through getting these up as quickly as possible. But anyway, all in all, if you're looking for a wonderful place to stay in Maggie Valley, I would highly recommend the Rough Cut Cabin. It does come up on the Airbnb listing site. For me, it was a great value. It was an awesome place. I mean, you could stay there pretty much forever. Everything worked really nicely there. I mean, there wasn't any other issues other than internet. But I wanted to let you guys know about my stay. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you later.